What's happening? Because you know it's your boy B Hot Radio Shout In. Stepping in the building, I got a young goat off in this thing. Super producer, platinum producer, ATL Jacob. What's good with it, boss?
What's good, B.I.?
Man, feeling good, feeling great. Now, I mean, Jacob, first of all, I was looking at the charts earlier today and I realized that they were the Jacob charts, man.
Oh, yeah, fast, man. You know, 9% of the Hot 100 mines.
What goes through your mind when you look up and you realize 9% of the Hot 100 belongs to you, man?
I need 50%.
So you ain't even gonna play fair then?
Nah, I'm trying to take over the charts. I mean, you know, start and take over.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm trying to really take over, like.
Exactly. Jacob, can you take me back to day one, though, man? What was it that made you get into production?
Well, I used to be in the neighborhood in a little group, you know, and I used to rap, so I was like, man, I'm tired of all these beats. Then at the time, Metro was like in his startup,
yeah,
but like going crazy, like all the future shit. So I was like, this sound crazy. I think that's when he did Karate Chop. I was like, man, I want to make beats that sound like this. I want to rap on these type of beats because nobody had that sound but Metro. I was like, man, I'm finna just make my own beats to rap on. So I started making beats right after that.
So now you making beats, you rapping on the beats. I mean, at what point did you get fire at it, though? Did you just jump off the porch going crazy, or was this something that you had to work up to?
Yeah, definitely work up and practice. I used to make, you know, boom, boom claps. Yeah. So used to practice like every day, like everybody playing basketball, everybody outside, the kids chilling and getting into shit. And it's like, I want to make beats.
Yeah.
So,
what was that first placement, man, where you realized that, okay, it's a real future in this thing, man?
My first placement was Lil Durk 2.5.
My God.
Around that. So it was like working my way up, you know. I knew how to, like, for me just being outside, you know, growing up in the hood, you know how to finesse your way into things. So it's like, as soon as I see a person, I know how to play this.
Yeah.
Meet them, link up, you know, politic. So you just keep linking up with more people.
What was it like when you got Durk on the first song, though, man? Because, I mean, that's jumping out the gate big. I mean, you went big out the gate.
Well, at that time, you know, Durk wasn't, at that time, I never knew, like, no Durk songs, but, like, of course I heard of them because, you know, Sosa and everybody, too.
Yeah.
So I just never, like, listened to him. So it was like working with to me, it felt like working with an artist who wasn't.
A new artist.
Like, I wasn't. I wasn't looking at it like, this is Lil Durk. I was looking like, man, we finna get this work in.
Exactly. So now answer me this, though, Jacob. Which one was the one that first hit the charts for you and you realized that, okay, I'm out here competing in this game?
My first song on the charts, maybe Splash Warning, Meek Mill.
Yes, sir.
It was my first one that was on the charts. It was like in the 50s.
Yeah.
Which was still cool, though. It was on the charts.
Come on. So, okay, now you charting out here in this thing, man, and you out here networking. You got your taste of the industry. How were you loving it at that time? Were you still hungry, or was it a case of, you know, you just still trying to figure everything out in there?
Very hungry. To this day, I feel like I'm not doing enough. So it's like at that time, you could just imagine where I was at. I was like, man, trying to figure it out. Like, how can I make undeniably great music? Like, now I just came to the conclusion it ain't about focus on making great music, just about focusing on making a vibe that you like.
Ooh. Yeah. Now, how the hell did you come to that conclusion here, man?
Just like me, like listening to all the music that kept coming out, and then, you know, as it was going, like last year and the year before that, like a lot of the music was sounding the same. So I was thinking, like, man, I don't want my songs to sound like this, like that I'm working on. I want this to sound different. So in the midst of me doing all that, that's when I made, you know, some crazy stuff.
Okay, so now answer me this then, Jacob. When it comes down to your creative process, man, when it's time for you to go in this thing and jam, how are you coming up with these hits, man?
I just focus on making the vibe that, like, I don't think about, like, making a beat like this gotta be here and this gotta be there. It's like, man, if it sound good, this might run the whole song
Yeah.
and go out at this one moment. Like as long as it sounds, it's just about making that vibe.
Exactly. So now, I mean, you hook up with Future, arguably one of the best artists to ever come out of the city, man. And y'all go and make hit after hit after hit as well. How the hell did you hook up with Future? And then what was it like? Because see, I'm pretty sure you grew up listening to him as well.
Yeah, since elementary.
So, okay, so Future done raised you and you found yourself in the studio jamming with him.
Yeah.
How do you come with that funk that you know Pluto is going to be able to take off on?
It's like when that's like your favorite artist growing up. Because, I mean, everybody from Atlanta, that was most people's favorite artist.
Yeah.
Like since Molly Water.
Yeah.
Double Cups and Molly. So
Yeah.
before then too.
Yeah.
So it's like you hear how his sound evolved. You say how can I evolve his sound more while still giving it the Future sound? And you think of it like that.
Yeah. Creative process when you get in there with Future though, man. I mean, what is it like seeing the genius at work in this thing?
Man, it's a vibe because it's like we're not forcing it. We going off like, man, creating a vibe. Like,
Yeah.
It ain't about doing this and doing that, man. It's having fun. We having fun with it. Like,
Yeah.
we in there jamming,
with
partying,
you.
like having fun while making these songs.
When you think of those studio sessions though, Jake, what was it like for you in the studio at those times too? Do you ever find yourself under pressure or is it a vibe the whole time?
Sometimes you could be under pressure because it could be like he skipped beats.
Yeah.
But from me learning like years on, it's like he skipped beats because he want to go back to him. He might want to do these while nobody in the room. And that's when we get our best songs, when like nobody in the room.
Yeah.
Then we get a lot of party songs, the turn songs when like somebody, when the gang in there.
That's right.
And then I be telling them like, man, let's sometimes let's just do some stuff like with only us in the room too.
Exactly.
Could that be a vibe like crazy? Like,
Come on.
We make some crazy stuff. Like imagine what was on the album, then you gotta imagine like what wasn't on the album. Like,
talk to me about that though, Jacob, because see, a lot of times I talk to a lot of different producers, man, and they all share the same story. They say, you know what you done heard, but what you ain't heard is where it's really at.
facts, like crazy, like records. Like I'd be like, man, why you didn't put this on the album? But it's like you don't want to overfeed too much on the album, which I understand. But I just be like, man, we gotta drop another one. This is crazy. Why we not dropping it? Let's shoot the video. I got the plan. I got the video right here. I wrote it myself. Let's shoot the video. Like,
come on.
yeah.
I don't blame that.